Aloha friends, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well today. Today I am going to be unboxing my BoxyLuxe for the month of March. A BoxyLuxe is a seasonal subscription or quarterly subscription, whichever one you want to call it. It is $49.99 every 3 months, and it's an upgrade to your regular BoxyCharm box. So on the months that you get BoxyLuxe, you do not get a regular box unless you have a separate account with a separate subscription, like I sometimes do for Luxe months if the base box looks particularly good. This month I should be getting a base box, so we'll see. Or we'll see what's in it. I know I'm gonna get it, but we'll see what's in it. So this is a very long box. At first when I saw this box, I thought they had sent me a hair tool, because I think that was one of the options you could have picked, I believe, and I was gonna be very sad. But I dipped into it. I'm wearing some of it today, and the lipstick actually stayed on pretty nicely. I am shocked. Alright, anyways, we'll get to that in a second. When you open her up, this is what she looks like. There's got some packing foam, and the theme this month, I want to say, is edgy. This box is like so long and awkward. I'm having to try to fit it under my light. Hopefully it doesn't block too much light from you guys. But it is pretty edgy. So it says right here, pretty edgy. And then the variation number is usually on this side of the card, but this month it's on this side. And I got variation number 12. Ooh, right there, 12. Little heart. Okay, and then it tells you information about everything you got with prices for all of it. So I will refer to that as I go through this video. Now, the first item I am seeing here, it's just kind of on the very top, and I did use this on my eyes today. I'll show you what colors. Sorry, there's like bubble wrap over there, so if you heard something popping, that's what it was. It was the bubble wrap. It comes in this little sleeve. I know some people weren't too excited about this. They were saying, you know, they didn't want BoxyCharm branded products, kind of like Ipsy has done in the past. But I was actually pretty excited to get this. I kind of like things that are fun and a little novel, and so having a palette that says Hello Charmers when I love BoxyCharm, I'm actually pretty excited about it. And I did use it on my eyes today, and I do like it. I do have one thing I want to say about it in a second, but there is a mirror, but I covered it with the little sleeve. Here are the shades, and it is super pretty in person. The ones I used today, I used this one, it's called Premium, as a transition color, and then I went in with this kind of reddish unboxing shade on the corners, like outer corners of my eyes, and then I used this swipe up shade. It's coming across, like, it looks a lot different in person than it does on camera. On camera it's really catching those gold reflective flakes, but to me it looks almost like a straight up orangish pink, like, to me, in my eyes in person, but it's really catching those gold reflective flakes, and there is like blue glitter in there too, I think, but you can see it on my eyes. It's actually very pretty. The only thing I do have to say about this, the pigment's pretty good, but if you can see this swipe up shade, I don't know if you'll actually be able to catch how I dipped into it on camera, but it's a little squishy. I don't know if that's the right word or not, but I dipped my brush into it and it kind of moved around a little bit, so that was a little weird, but it applied nicely. I didn't put any primer on, so it didn't really stick to it. I got it a little bit in my crease. When I look up, that's where my lid goes, but overall I'm happy with the look I created today, and I'm excited to dip into this palette. I especially like this shade, Charmer, and I like this one. Like, it almost looks like a true white. It's got, I mean, that's pretty white, I would say. And this Charmer shade looks so pretty. Ooh, I like it. In full size. Oh, that one's, ooh. So it looks kind of purple in the pan when you look at it this way. When you turn it this way, it looks blue. I don't know if you'll be able to see that like I do or not, but purple, blue. And you can see the shift, so that's kind of cool. Those are just 3 of the shades swatched. That one, that one is like, you look at it this way, it's like a purpley brown. You look at it this way, it's blue. It just looks brown on camera, but I promise it's pretty. All right, anyways, so I am excited about this, and this, they say this retails for $39. I don't know about that, but I'll play with it a little bit more and see. The next thing is another eyeshadow palette that I chose. This is my choice item. I'm so excited. I actually debated on getting this a couple times, but I always talked myself out of it because I have a lot of palettes. Probably not as many as some people, but I do have a lot, and it's super cute. And it's like got a kind of shift thing going on there, paint splatter. But oh, it's me. Hi, everybody. That was a bit alarming, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so let me just cover up this mirror again. Oh my gosh, I forgot I love the way Tarte products smell. I don't know who else just smells their eyeshadow palettes, but sometimes I do. Don't judge me. Okay, how pretty. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, this purple shade, that green one, that's kind of similar to the BoxyCharm one, but I am so excited about this palette. It is so pretty. I didn't dip into this one today just because I had 2. I had to choose one. I chose the BoxyCharm one, but I will definitely use this one, and this one retails for $49. The pans are a little smaller, but there are more of them. And I put in the little plastic thing. You know what? I'm going to take the plastic thingy out. I know it's supposed to like protect your shadows or whatever, but I just end up gouging them with it. Does anyone else do that? You have your protective clear thing in there and just end up nicking your eyeshadow pans. Yeah, so I'm just going to throw that away. Okay, so 2 eyeshadow palettes, but I did choose one and I already knew I was going to get the other one, so it's not like, oh my god, 2 eyeshadow palettes. I'll use them both. It's fine. Let me just take out this. I use this to get these swatches off. Okay. Next, I actually used this last night. It is the PMD cleansing device. I'm not going to take it out, but it does come with a cute little cradle that you can stand your device up in. I wanted to use this because I wanted to let you guys know if it worked or not. I saw some comments on BoxyCharm's page about this item not working. I don't know if those people had used it for a little bit and then it stopped working, but I put in the battery, used it last night, works just fine. Although I will have to say, I do like the cleansing part. It felt a little strange, not gonna lie, but I did like it. The massager part, I don't know. I might have to watch some videos on how people use that because I just thought it was weird and wasn't the most comfortable. So I don't know, because you're supposed to be able to use the silicone bristles in the front to cleanse your face, and you're supposed to use the back part that has like bumps on it to massage serums and lotions and things like that into your face. I just thought it was a bit awkward, and I wouldn't say it hurt. It didn't hurt, but it didn't feel pleasant. So I don't know how often I'll be using the back side of this thing, but I like the front. And I thought it was going to be a lot bigger, so I'm so excited that it's this size, because if it were any bigger than this, it'd be a little awkward to like move around in your face and cleanse, but I think I liked it. So I'll be using this. And that retails for $99. The next thing I see is 2 teeny tiny little kind of travel size jars of Sol de Janeiro creams. This one is the Brazilian Boom Boom cream. It smells like caramel. There's like something dirt. There's like dirt on this. Weird. Okay, anyways, so this is the Brazilian Boom Boom cream. It smells like salted caramel and pistachios, I think. It smells pretty good. I have a huge tub of this, so I'll probably pop this in my purse because I don't want to carry a huge tub of it with me, but I'll probably carry this. These are nice for like purse sizes, but do 2 sample sizes really equal a full size? I don't know about that. Anyways, so this one is nice. This one is the Coco Cabana cream. Some people say this smells like butter popcorn. I also have a huge tub of this. Did I get it in Boxy or did I get it in Ipsy? I got one of them in Boxy, one of them in Ipsy, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I got both of them in BoxyCharm. No, I got one of them. I got this one, the big one of the Cocoa Cabana cream in a BoxyCharm. I got a big one of the Boom Boom cream in a FabFitFun, which I also got in tandem with a shower gel that I have completely used up. And it is in my empties basket, which is overflowing, that I need to get to eventually, but we'll see. Okay, so anyways, both of these retail for $15 together, not separately, $15 together. Somebody said they reformulated the scent. Oh. Does that smell different than the one I have? It smells more coconutty, I think. Like, maybe it smells the same. I'll have to compare them. I think this one smells a little more coconutty than my other one. My other one smells like buttered popcorn. I'll have to compare the two. I think this one smells a little bit more like coconut, but I'll have to compare them eventually. Okay, so there's that. The next thing I got, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth item is this Spongelé Freesia Pear Body Wash Infused Buffer. So, it smells nice. The Freesia really comes to the forefront rather than the pear. Oh wait, I can smell the pear. It smells good. I do have one. Huh. Weird. The last one I got had a little, like, hole in it to where you can put a, holder, whatever that's like a little rope thing to it. And it included the rope thing. That one I think I got from FabFitFun add-ons. I think. I don't really remember. This one doesn't seem to have, like, a little hole in it where you could put a, oh wait, no, that's not, a little rope or something. So, I mean, I guess you could just hold it and use it. But this, anyways, what this is for is it is a little sponge and it is already infused with body wash. So instead of like having a loofah and pouring body wash onto it and using it, you just basically wet this and use it. So this would be pretty good for travel. I don't really travel, so I'll just use it in my shower. Or if you're like going to the gym, instead of taking like a loofah and a body wash, you could just take this. You'd have to seal it in like a plastic bag or something in the interim between, because it doesn't really dry down super quick. Or if you have like a is it canvas? No, the like kind of insulated. I don't want to say it's insulated, but it's like the material is conducive to things not getting wet. I can't think of what it's called right now, but if you know, leave it down in the comments below. If you have a bag like that kind of would not get things wet, or plastic Ziploc bags are fine too. But you would have to use that because it does kind of maintain a little bit of moisture for a little while after you use it. And it's multi-use. I've used my other one, I think, probably about 7 or 8 times, and it still has a little bit of body wash inside of it. So I'll probably need to break this open soon. I do have some body wash in my shower, but I like the Spongelés. And that retails for $16. I know you can usually find them cheaper on like FabFitFun add-ons, or I don't know if BoxyCharm would have them in add-ons. Maybe. I don't know. You can usually find them cheaper. Okay, the next thing I have on my chicas, it is the Elizabeth Mott Blush in Peach Pink. And isn't this packaging adorable? So this retails for, where's this? $23 for a blush? What? I've never even heard of this brand before. That is what she looks like. I'll probably never pan this in my life, but it is pretty. It is a peachy pink, like the name states. It is on my cheeks. It is pretty. It is buildable. I do like it, but $23 for a blush? Is that like normal? Do single blushes usually cost that much? I don't really purchase single blushes, so I don't know. But it's cute. I like her. She's a nice addition to my collection. Next we have, so this is my second choice item for BoxyLuxe. You can usually choose 1 to 3 items. This month they let you choose 2. The first one was a Tarte palette. The second one is this Appeal Cosmetics gel liner. So I had the choice. When I chose the palette, there were 4 options you could have chose from, depending on your first selection. For the palette, I only got the choice between this gel liner and a set of metal straws, and I thought I was already getting straws in my FabFitFun, like silicone straws, and I'd probably get a little more use out of silicone as opposed to metal. So I didn't get the straws. Luckily, the straws in FabFitFun were a variation, and I did receive them, so I'm excited about that. I might have been a little bummed if I didn't receive them. So I chose the Appeal gel liner instead. I know if you chose one of the other items first, like the Murad eye cream or the QMS lip serum or whatever else was, I think it was a hair tool of some sort. I didn't even really look into it because I don't use tools on my hair, so I don't even remember what that was. But I know if you selected any of the other 3, I think you had different options. Like there was a Moroccan hair oil, which I might have chosen over this, or a pair of earrings, which I might have chosen over this. I'm not sure. But I did like the color. I don't know if that's a variation or not, but I did like the color they showed. I used this in my waterline, but it's a very similar color to my actual, like, eyelid. That's not a lid. My waterline. So it doesn't show up super great. I have a green one that shows up, and it's like, it's okay. I also used it as a lip liner, and I like smudged it out a little bit to make my lips look a little fuller. So this retails for $21. Okay, $21. The last thing in here is this NARS Power Lip Pigment. The package feels like Luxe. It feels like, what is that word? Why can't I think of words today? I can't think of the word, you guys, but if you know what I'm talking about, it just like feels kind of, I don't know. If you have this and you know what it feels like, please help me in the comments down below, because words are not my thing today. Anyways, this is in the shade You're No Good. It's not focusing at all. Well, it says You're No Good. And this is what she looks like. I'm wearing it on my lips. That's the color. Pretty true to color. I'm actually going to add just a little bit more because in my waterline on my lips it started, and this is like a super liquidy formula, but what I did is I just apply a little bit to get on my teeth, and then I use my finger to kind of work it around instead of applying a lot and having just too much and it get everywhere. Okay, so that is what she looks like. That's how I do it. At least I just put a little bit, like put my lips together, and then use my finger to move it around where I want it to go. If I need a little more hair there, I'll put a little more hair there, but that way it doesn't get everywhere. And yeah, because this is a kind of liquidy formula, but it does have pretty decent staying power. There's a little bit of transfer, but not nearly as bad as I was thinking with how liquidy it is. That's probably because I did use my finger to blot it down a little bit. But this retails for $25, which is pretty standard for a liquid lipstick, I think. Anyways, so this is the first item. The NARS are in my recap. You're like, that's not the first item. You've pulled out 8 other ones. Anyways, on the recap, the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in You're So Good, which is the shade I have on my lips right now. I didn't put any gloss on or anything. It might have mixed a little bit before I reapplied it with the lip liner, which is the next recap item. the Appeal gel liner in the shade Stripped, which is like kind of caramel shade. Might be a slight pink tint to it, but I think it's like a little more tan caramel. I don't know, something like that. That's pretty. I do have it in my waterline. I tried to put it above, but I wasn't liking the way that was looking, and I did use it as like kind of lip liner, but I smudged out a lot, so it just gave my lips a little bit fuller look. This Elizabeth Mott blush in the shade Peach Pink, which I do have on my cheeks. And it is almost 11 o'clock. I have had this makeup on since about 6:37, so there you go. That's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so at least 4 hours. So there you go. There's that information. The Spongelay Body Buffer in Freesia Pear. The PMD cleansing device. It's the pink one. I didn't really care which color I got, like, not that big of a deal, but I do like darker colors, but it's fine. It's just a cleansing device. I'll use it no matter what color it is. The Tarte Pro Remix eyeshadow palette. The BoxyCharm Hello Charmer eyeshadow palette. And this duo of the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream and Coco Cabana Cream. As this counts as one item. Seriously? We'll just keep them in separate hands because they don't want to be friends. They don't want to go together. This counted as one item. I was trying to illustrate. This counted as one item. Not two, but yeah. So this counted as one item, even though there are two things because they're smaller in size. I do not know the retail value of my box because I did not do math and I don't have a calculator with me. But let's just say, so 50 plus 40 is 90, plus 15 is 105, 205, 225, 250, the last two are 16 and 21. I'm kind of rounding up a little bit. That's 250, so that's 270, 285-ish. It's around there somewhere. It's around 285. If you want to take the values and do your own math, because I'm not fantastic at just adding stuff up in my head on the fly, but it's around 285. So there we go. That is my BoxyLuxe for the month of March, the spring edition, if you will. I did get variation 12. This was, oh my gosh, it's not going over. This was 2.6 pounds. The box itself was 2.6 pounds. And as you can see, it's kind of oddly shaped. I didn't memorize the dimensions of it, but it's very long. It's very long and taller than usual. I don't know. But yeah, so that was my BoxyLuxe 2.6 pounds, variation number 12. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not ecstatic with everything, but do I think I'll get use out of pretty much everything? Yeah. I was a little concerned about the Boom Boom Cream and the Coco Cabana Cream since I already have huge tubs, but I can just put them in my purse so that I have them on the go if I'm in desperate hydration emergency need. If I have a hydration emergency, I can use them on the go and I'll have to carry like my huge tubs with me that are like this size or bigger. They're probably bigger. Anyways, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. It helps me gauge the kind of content you guys like. If you watched a few of my other videos and you like them, feel free to subscribe and hit that ring bell notification button so you can be informed as to any uploads that I have. I do have quite a few coming up. All my Ipsies have not arrived yet. I'm still getting a base box from BoxyCharms. Foreplay usually comes later in the month, and I do have a new subscription to my channel. We'll see if I decide to keep it. It's a little bit different. So if you're like a makeup beauty enthusiast and those are the only unboxings you like, this one probably won't be for you, but I got excited. So we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. And leave a comment below if you remember any of the words that I couldn't think of earlier and you want to just leave those below. That's fine. Did you get BoxyLuxe this month? Are we box twins, or did you get something different? Let me know. But whether you like, don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe, comment, or don't comment, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.